The train now arriving at platform 5 into 2205 diverted East Coast Main Line service to London King's Cross.
Hello and welcome to Ballan Parkway double O gauge layout, phase 4, part 1 of this new project. Enjoy! Okay, a little bit of track lifting here. Taking the curve from the point here where the crossing is, that's all been lifted, and the curve here. What I want to do is put a point here somewhere. There's going to be a tunnel under here. Obviously I'll take the fascia away as well. I want to get this bit right first before I proceed with the rest. So this is going to be lifted. The next is a crossing. Looks a bit strange. There you go. Okay, the crossing's lifted. Looks a bit strange. Now I've got to get the underlay up and realign it. Okay, it's all been cleared there. The underlay's been ripped up. I've vacuumed it. What I need to do next is put a section here where the crossing used to be. So I need to measure that up, put some underlay underneath, ballasted, and also here where the sidings go in, fresh underlay, clean it up a bit, put a little siding there for the shunter. Okay, the new section to replace the crossing has been put in. Bit of spare concrete sleeper. Needs a bit of cosmetic tidying up, but that's in. Let's do a test. Well, that's much better. Much better. Needs some tidying up, but it works. And it's cleared that first section. Another thing I want to change, I've zoomed down here, is this stretch of track which has popped with the heat. I'll try and get a bit closer. Basically, the rails have come off the chairs. I can pick that up there and there as well. So I've got to take that section out completely. It's starting to tilt. Not any derailments as such yet, but I don't think it'll be long. So that's got to come out. I've got a replacement for that. Doesn't look good. Been there for a few years, over 10 years, so yeah, it's gone. Okay, so I've ripped the track up, use a Dremel to cut it, much more easier. I'll leave the underlay here, but this section did need replacing. It's a little repair job really, if anything, like they do on the real railways. It's starting to go, it needs replacing that section, so I need to put the next section in. Okay, the track lane's completed. I've weathered it a bit more than I did before. It's much straighter as well than before. It had really popped off the rails off the sleepers. I think it got very hot in here one day and it just deteriorated. But that's much better. I've weathered it using matte black Humbrol and dark brown earth Humbrol again. Painted the rails matte 186. And I think that's quite effective. And as you'll see shortly, it runs much better than usual. The track is Pico, concrete sleeper. Great track. Obviously when you've weathered it, make sure you clean the rails. And there you go. Okay, put some additional ballast down here. Now it just needs weathering, so we need oil stains and a bit of dirt on there to make it more realistic, and this bit here to match with the rest of the track as well. Okay, all the weathering's been done, and that's a big improvement. That's just dried. Now clean the track up. Now I need to put a buffer stop on there. Okay, the siding's fully weathered. Might put a bit of gloss black there for fresh oil stains. Got a buffer stop here which I've painted, weathered slightly. This is from Gauge Master, and it comes with a little light there which just fits the contacts between the track. So when the power's on, it comes on. That's from Train Tech and marketed by Gauge Master. I like that. Very simple to fix. Enjoyed painting the buffer stop, and I think that siding works really well there. I'm very happy with that. Just added some additional foliage and weeds overgrown at the back of the buffer there, which you'll probably get, just to round that off. Okay, let's test the siding with the Class 66. No sound. Excellent. That works a treat. Okay, I've roughly placed a point here just to get an idea where the angle needs to go through to this side. I'm waiting a tunnel or a bridge to come through off eBay that I've purchased, so I can't really do anything to the line going through here until I get the bridge in situ, really. So until that point, sorry about the pun, I can't really move on that at all, so that's due for delivery very soon. Okay, I've got the measurements for the bridge, so I'll mark that out, and just a bit of plasterboard here where the partition was between the two sides of the layout, so I need to just cut that out. Okay, we've broken through, and I've noticed there's a bit of a uneven level here. I think I can get away with that. I'll bring it down on a slight incline. It won't be noticeable, just gradual. I've had to fill in here with 2 blocks so the track can go on there, and just a bit of an infill here I'll do shortly, and it's ready for the tunnel to go in, or the bridge to go in. Okay, I've acquired the bridge off eBay, which is a Bachmann Scenicraft Grand Central single track road bridge by Bachmann Scenicraft, model number 44121. Let's have a look at it, shall we? Okay, so here's a bridge which I'm very impressed with again. Bachmann Scenicraft, cracking job, love the brickwork. This is part of the Great Central Railway, or the real one is anyway, which is now preserved line, so you can actually go and see this bridge for real. I've never been on that line yet. I will give it a try at some stage, but anyway, I'm diversing here. So the track is going to go through here to the other side. Okay, as you probably know, with building a model railway, it doesn't always go to plan. Now, I was going to do this bridge head on, like that. Look at the track, it looks ridiculous. That ain't going to work. So, I'm going to have to angle this and work around it. That looks more natural, where it goes into the yard. So I'm going to have to work around that. So I'm going to alter all the track layout I proposed and get some idea what I'm going to do to build this section. So that looks more natural. It's only rough laid down at the moment. So yeah, a big alteration there. But you do see these bridges at an angle when you've got a curvature going through a little bridge or tunnel like that. Okay, just to give an idea, I've just put the track down roughly to give a guide what I'm going to do. So it's mainly set track. So it comes off the point there, splits at this point here, through the bridge, and then we start on the depot siding marshalling yard area. The bit here will be coming off, put in another point here, make it a two-way track, which will end at this point here. I could put another point just down here, make it a siding, or maybe do that at a later date. So that's the idea. So the underlay needs ripping it underneath. I've drilled some holes already, which went wrong. I was going to put the point motors and the spring, and I've had to move the point further down. So that'll need filling, and that's the alteration I've made. It's probably got, I hope it's going to work. Should do. Obviously it looks rubbish here at the moment, but I can work around that cosmetically. I do like the angle that's coming off there. It looks more natural. It will be when it's pinned down properly and weathered, etc. So in the next video, come and join me and I'll show you what has been achieved.